Hey, Aboro boy. Aboro boy. Aboshishi Agboto. How's everyone today? Pray everyone is good and well. So, I'm gonna feed Ifa. Hey, what's up, Miss Taboo? I ain't seen you in years. Alright, so feeding Ifa, Obi and Orogbo, or Obi or Orogbo today, at least. Ile mopel, Sidera mopel, Lunchton mopel, Ye mopel, Benda mopel, Rumna mopel, Rumna mopel. Ifa, please come ward off all death, sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, and our fights, ward off witchcraft, negative energy, ward off all manner of problems and fights from us, bring forth to us all the good things of life. Ashe. Kosi kukosfo, kosi jamba, kosi temole, kosi dina, kosi wahala, kosi spirits, kwa boboro, ashe. Rumila. Ifa. To accept these rogbos from the reach W. Orogbono apani. Orogbono apani. Orogbono apani. Eta walo tauma. Aboro boy boshishe. Ifa, do this apple first. Do this oti. Oti. Only to do. If I were my next 5 days being ran, I'll be up. Ashe, what type of you read? Aiku? Aje. Ifa, please ward off all death, sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, and our fights from my friends, my family, my loved ones. Ward off Ayewo from my comrade who is in the hospital at this time. Help her to be well and blessed. Help my family, my mother, my father, my sister to be blessed. My brothers in Ifa, my Baba Ifa, Shalagbere Popola, my world brothers, Ade, Baba, Amos Dyson, Irawi Fa, Wobo Dede. I pray for Baba, Agbola, Buduwala, Craig Ramos, Makanjola, Baba Victor Ramos. I pray for all my brothers and my family in Ifa at this time. I pray that everybody is well and supremely blessed. All right, so let me see. How's everyone doing today? I pray everyone's good. Let me see. All right, so today I wanted to talk about Ifa and the idea of being hopeful. So I'm gonna talk about Odu Ifa talk about an Odu Ifa from Odi, Otura, or idin, atago. So Ifa says, Orumila declares that it is time to rest. I responded that it is time to sleep on top of someone. Ifa asked, who is dependable enough to sleep on? I responded that it is our Father who is dependable enough to sleep upon. Ashe. I never knew that our Father was not worthy of sleeping upon at all. Orumila declares that it is time to rest. I responded that it is time to sleep upon someone. Ifa says, who is dependable enough to sleep upon? I responded that our mother is dependable enough to sleep on. Ashe, I never knew that my mother was not dependable enough to sleep upon at all. Orumla says that it is time to rest. I say, I responded that it is time to sleep upon someone. Ifa asked who is dependable enough to sleep upon. I responded that one's spouse is dependable enough to sleep upon. Ashe, I never knew that one spouse was not worthy enough to sleep upon at all. Orumla declares, it is time to rest. I say, it is time to sleep upon someone. Orumla says, who is dependable enough to sleep on? I say that that it is our children who is dependable enough to sleep upon. Ashe, I never knew that my children were not dependable enough to sleep upon. I declare my ignorance of who is dependable enough to sleep upon. Ifa, if you program me to be blessed with compatible spouse, Ope Agunka, forever I will continue to sleep upon you. If you program me to be blessed with good children, Ope Agunka, forever I will continue to sleep upon you. Ifa, if you program me to be blessed with magnificent property, Ope Agunka, forever I will continue to sleep upon you. Ifa, if you program me to be blessed with all the good things of life, Ope Agunka, forever I will continue to sleep on you. So Ifa, in this verse, the statement of Ashe is actually a statement of humility and saying basically, I don't know. I don't know it all in this Odu verse. But what Ifa is saying, and when it's saying sleep upon, sleeping upon is being able to rest and be sure of someone, and basically to put your hope and put all of your trust in this particular thing. And not saying anything bad about our loved ones or all the things that we have acquired, but Ifa in this Odu verse, as Ifa is saying, Ope Agunka, Ifa is saying that Orumila is the only thing, Ifa is the only thing that one can rest upon and put their trust in. So this is a verse of Ifa that's talking mainly about hopefulness and having hope, and also who to put your hope in. What is the force that you can depend upon at all times? And Ifa is saying that Orumila, Ifa is the force that you can always depend upon. Some people always talk, I remember I was talking recently to a friend of mine about ancestors, and that some ancestors might have transitioned in a bad way and had challenges and various things like that. And they were telling me, what do I do? And I was saying, you have to put your hope and your trust in that which is timeless and unchangeable, that which is sustainable. And the only thing that doesn't change or transform or decide it's not going to be there for you is God, is Orunmila, is Ifa. So in that was my response, is put your hope, put your trust in that which is unchangeable. This Ifa also is saying that one needs to have hope in order to manifest their blessings. What does that mean? In Ifa, I think a lot of times we have this mentality of not necessarily needing faith. And what I mean by that is that there's this notion that Ifa is like some scientific magic formula. And in some essences, it can be. But yet and still, faith and hope and having an optimistic attitude are essential to the process. Case in point, we talk about patience, and patience is the father of good character and all of these things, but we also have to look at persisting. And in persistence and faith, one needs to continually have an attitude of optimism. And those things are really essential in this process. As you do Ifa work for people, as I work for a person, I have a comrade, a sister, a good friend of mine who is in the hospital. And part of that work and praying for this person is having this attitude, this optimistic attitude, and this hope that's added to the scientific aspect of Ifa, or these Ebo materials, and this hope and faith that in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to see my sister walking around, having a good time, cracking jokes like she always does. And as I made Ashe, as I made Ebo, with an optimistic attitude and hopefulness, we're seeing results. She's healing, the medicine is working when it wasn't working, and she's transitioning in an elevative way to in a way of elevation to just a nursing facility to help rehabilitate her, and that's a blessing. I'm happy about that. But the other challenge in terms of this is oftentimes we aren't able to have hope. How do you have hope in a hopeless world? How does one continue to have hope in a world where you see drug abuse, prostitution, you see black people getting murdered by the police, black people getting murdered by other black people, you see so much violence in the world, and poverty and exploitation? How do you have hope in a hopeless world? I say it is what you put your hope and your faith in. If you put your hope and your faith in the material world, in the world that changes with every whim, with every notion, then you will always have your hope let down. You will always have your faith come back void. But if you put your hope and your faith in that aspect which is timeless, that aspect which has always been here, that aspect which is indicative of the ultimate aspect of love and compassion, then you put that with your faith and you put that with your patience and you get results. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying having hope is the easiest thing, but one must always have hope. And I know we're going to put our trust in so many other things and people at times, but the best thing to do is to keep one's faith and one's hope in that which is eternal. Anyway, I hope everyone understands that, and that's what I wanted to share for the day. And I want to ask you guys to pray for me so that I'm on point at all times, so that I'm hopeful at all times, so that I maintain the aspects of Ifa that are respectable and continue to have an optimistic attitude about what God can do in all of our lives. So anyway, I'm going to go. I pray that everyone is well and that everyone has a blessed and successful week. I'm Ifakolade, Aboro Aboye, Bushishe, Agboato. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week, folks.